my channel. It's a hard Crohn's life, or welcome if you are new. I've received quite a few messages, and most of which have been asking about my symptoms when I first started getting ill. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about that today. First of all, we're talking 7 years ago now, so I was in a completely different time in my life. I'd just had a breakup, which was also very stressful. Well, I was very stressed at the time, actually. And then came out the other side, was absolutely fine, was going out loads with my friends, enjoying, loving life. And then bam, all of a sudden, I thought I either had food poisoning or I just had a bit of a tummy bug. Now, I didn't think anything of it at the time. I'd been ill, I think I ended up getting ill for about 2 weeks, that was. But it was manageable. It was the sort of thing where I thought, oh, I've just eaten something wrong, just let it get out of my system and I'll be okay. Went to the doctors. I thought, you know, I can't keep dealing with this. I need to go back to the doctors. So I went there and the doctor just said, oh, have you been stressed recently? Obviously, I said yes, which thinking back now, I shouldn't have said, because he just fobbed me off with, oh, you're just, you know, it's just a stressful time that you've been through. Sometimes when you're stressed, it's not till after when you think you're fine that your body reacts, which I completely understand. I understood that. So it was fobbed off with IBS, and that was it. On your way. That was that. Really, it got to the point where I couldn't eat anything, so I was losing a lot of weight. I think I was fobbed off at the doctor's about 3 or 4 times, and it got to the point where I just sat there and I cried. I cried my absolute heart out of how I was losing so much blood by this point through my stools. I was weak. I had no energy whatsoever, and I could barely walk. I could barely walk into the doctors to tell them what was going on with me. So all of a sudden, something clicked with the doctor and he said, right, we need to do something now. By this time, all of my dignity had gone anyway. I mean, let's be honest. I think I'd spoke about poo for the last 3 or 4 months, maybe. So by this time, I wasn't embarrassed. It was just one of them things that just make me well. Just please make me well. So straight from there, he said to me, you need to go to A&E. That's the quickest way that you will be seen. Go to A&E. So off I went to A&E, and we sat there, and we sat there, and we sat there, and we sat there, and we sat there. But by the time we got seen, they ran a few tests. It was a few blood tests, that's all. They admitted me straight away. They said, you're obviously very poorly. You will stay in hospital and we'll find out what's wrong, which they did. So they then carried out a colonoscopy. But these things are they're not invented to hurt you. So please don't be frightened if you're frightened to go to the doctors because you're frightened of what they will do to you. None of these things are invented for anyone to hurt you. They're to help you. So that's the sort of thing I kept trying to remind myself when I was having these tests. It's to find out what's wrong with me, and then I'll feel better. So I had my colonoscopy, and it's a camera, and it goes through and all the way up, right through your intestines. The good thing about a colonoscopy is you find out instantly what is wrong with you. So you don't have to wait for results, which is the worst thing when you have blood tests or, you know, stool samples, things like that. You have to wait for results. And isn't that waiting just the most annoying thing? That's the most stressful thing out of it all, because you're thinking that whole time, what's wrong with me? Oh my God, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Crohn's is the small bowel, and ulcerative colitis is in the big bowel. I'm basically so greedy, I decided to get both. I mean, if you're going to do it properly. So there you go. So that's it, really. That is how it all started off for me. And like I say, if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, then please, I urge you, go to the doctors, because like I said before, none of these tests are there to hurt you or for you to be frightened of. If you like this video or you find it helpful, please subscribe, like, comment, send me some messages, you know, I want some feedback, and I will see you in my next video at the end of the week.